Okay, so it's been a while since I posted on YouTube, and I decided to start with some DDP yoga. Fitness has always been something I've liked and enjoyed, and I'm also a pro wrestling fan. Love DDP, so I figured I would try out DDP yoga and give it a go. So forgive me if this is a bit flaky, this recording. It's kind of my first time doing one of these VOs over a video, but gonna give it my best shot here and do my best to explain the workout as it's going and the details and everything like that. Obviously, I don't think I could show DDP's video due to like DCMA or copyright, things like that. So I'll just have the video of myself here playing, doing the DDP workout, and we'll see how that goes. And I'll try to explain the moves bit by bit as we're going here. So basically, DDP's talking about the intro here. He's talking about the instructors, and there's a lady doing a modification zone, and the other instructors will be doing the moves, and you basically follow their moves as best as you can and things of that nature. And yeah, the first movement, I guess, excuse my lack of grammar, but it's called ignition. And basically, you're putting both hands on your quadriceps, and then you're engaging in your glutes. You're only going to see my front view here, but I might edit in some pictures of the side views of the positions as well, just so it's a bit clear, more clear. And yeah, basically you're holding out your hands straight out like you're holding a basketball, engaging in your core, and then you move into this position called touchdown with your hands above your head. As you can see, I'm slowly bringing my hands to my sides here and engaging in what we call the diamond cutter. I'm sure you wrestling fans know what that is. Hold the diamond up, stretch all the way back, engaging in your glutes, and then you slowly bring your arms out and go to like a most muscular, basically. And then you pull your back, kind of. DDP yells attention when you do that. And it's kind of like you're opening up your lungs when you hold your back like that. You're really getting a good stretch. You're engaging in your core, but also stretching out your lungs and your body as well. Just loosening things up, getting limber, so to speak. And here again, we're doing another touchdown movement, as you could see. Hands up, but now we're doing TD side bends. And believe me, this is my first time hearing all this terminology too. That's why I'm kind of explaining it in like a blatant blank way, because I've just started this. I've been familiar with DDP yoga, like from wrestlers like Chris Jericho and others praising about it, but it's my first time actually trying it. So yeah, back to the workout. So this is like a bended leg, fold forward, holding the knees here. They're going a lot lower than I am, like their heads are between their knees, but I'm not that flexible, still working at it. And here we're engaging the core again, kind of doing a squat, holding the arms up as much as you can, holding the position. And you'll be surprised, this gets pretty tiring. Like you really feel it in your legs, your glutes, your core, and your breathing as well. It's quite challenging. And it is a pretty kick-ass workout. Here we're going in a catcher into thunderbolt, it's called. It's kind of a squat position as you go up. You get the diamond going again, and you do this crazy squat, which you could see is killing me in the face here. And then you go up to the thunderbolt again, where you're holding that basketball above your head, squeezing everything into a fold forward with your hands behind your back, and then up again. You're constantly moving here, engaging in all types of muscle groups, and you could even see it in the instructor's face in the video. This is the DDP Extreme series, if you ever want to look it up. And like these people, like they're looking pretty dang tired as well. So it is a strenuous workout, so to speak. These are some calf raises here. As you can see, I'm going on my tippy toes while holding the touchdown position, I believe it's called. So, you know, you're engaging in everything while having your hands above your head and doing calf raises. It's pretty much a full body workout. And also cardio, because DDP says to wear like a heart monitor because your heart rate variability is, you know, that's the goal, to raise it basically and get it going. So it's like a cardio workout, so to speak. And here we are. This is called the Flying Thunderbolt. So you get your hands behind your back there, and then you go above, and you go the hands behind the back again, and then above. And you repeat this process over and over. Pretty much very tiring. I mean, we're only, what, like 5-6 minutes in here. And my face probably doesn't show it completely, but it is pretty tiring. And this is the position DDP calls Superstar, after that movie series, or it was a movie in the 2000s or the year 2000, and it was a series on SNL. I forget the actress's name, but you probably know what I'm talking about, where she would go Superstar. Anyways, moving into the YRG punches here, kind of getting a Cobra Kai feel. So you're engaging your core, get your front foot forward, other foot back, stay in position while engaging in these punches. Hold the basketball again, engage in your glutes and everything like that. Moving into a movement that Dallas calls launching pad while holding the basketball up. And you're supposed to bend your back leg more, but again, I'm not that flexible. Would like to work at it though. I want to keep doing these so I get better. Then you move into something called Road Warrior 3, where you're supposed to be standing on one leg and having the other leg like kind of back in a linear way. And as you can see, I'm really struggling and I can't really get the movement properly, but it still takes energy and you're burning, you know, some good calories while doing all this stuff. Moving into Superstar. Once again, holding the basketball above your head, going into a movement called Butterfly, into Superstar, into Butterfly again, and then Superstar. As you can see, these movements are continuously back to back. Super challenging, as I said before. And then you go into something called Space Shuttle, which I'm pretty sure I've done already before, but you can see your hands are all the way back, your head's all the way forward. And then this is kind of fun. You explode into a touchdown. And it's like kind of like an ending sequence to a round, it feels, but it's so satisfying. But Dallas keeps you on your toes. You gotta get the diamond cutter going again, above the head, all the way back, engaging in your glutes and core, and then a most muscular, and then attention, opening up those lungs again. So as you can see, this is a pretty good workout, you know. I'm feeling it here. I'm breathing, you know, getting the breath going. I'm not totally out of breath or so tired, but it's giving me a go, that's for sure. So this is a hood ornament movement where you're holding the knee, and then you transition to holding your shin. And then Dallas wants you to hold your other arm above your head while trying to balance. I don't know, is this like akin to like kind of a tree pose, I would guess, in traditional yoga? Somewhat similar, right? So you're holding all the way forward, engaging in your core again. Pretty much you're engaging in your core for the whole workout, so that's a constant thing. And then back on your feet, get the diamond up, go back, most muscular, and then attention. This is a pretty fun workout. I believe like Dallas has found a way to combine yoga and like an active cardio regimen workout together, like a hybrid type deal where it's more fun than traditional yoga in my opinion. I mean, this is my first time doing it, so it could be like that honeymoon period thing. And also being a pro wrestling fan, loving Dallas Page and everything like that could have me kind of like rose colored glasses, so to speak. But to be honest, like, it's a really good workout. We're about 10 minutes in here and still have 20 minutes to go. And I'm not sure if I'm going to leave this raw. I might just leave it raw for the first time and try to do some edits of the movements, like pictures of the side-by-sides and everything like that, and see how it goes. So my apologies if it's a bit dry and a bit boring, but I just want to post like the, full thing, uncut, unedited, of how a DDP Extreme below the belt exercise is called. That's what the exercise regimen is called here, this 30-minute circuit. And as you can see, I'm repeating the calf raises again. So it's kind of like round 2, so to speak. So maybe like there's 3 rounds, 10 minutes each. I'm not sure. It's my first time watching it back since recording it a few days ago. But yeah, as you can see, we're doing the flying thunderbolt here. Up, down. Hands behind the back again. Up above the head again. Behind the back again. I could go a lot more behind the back. Like when Dallas puts his hands behind the back, he's way back there. This is the superstar again, into the supported lunge. And then you're doing the Cobra Kai. He calls them the YRG punches. We're doing that again. It's a great workout. Honestly, it's really fun. If you're indoors, you got a yoga mat or whatever, you could do it on your carpet. And it's something 30 minutes out of your day. It's a bit fun, dynamic, something different from traditional yoga or jumping jacks or a crazy boot camp where it's like maybe too over the top. This like has, like I said before, a hybrid of the yoga and the boot camp meshed into one, and it's like kind of a nice balance. At least this first workout below the belt is from the DDP Yoga Extreme series, which is from maybe 2013, 2014. Looks in that time span. I'm not entirely sure, but that's what it looks like it's from. Yeah, it's a great workout. Back into launching pad here. Then he says take flight. Hands above the head. Back into superstar. And then into butterfly. Back into superstar. This is the back and forth again. It's like kind of like a friggin' rope-a-dope. Totally fatiguing the system, so to speak. Like imagine you're holding the positions with your feet, like in the same position while doing this up, down, holding your core and like constantly moving, it's probably sounds a lot easier, but as you're looking at the visual of me on the screen, it's pretty tough, man. It's pretty tough. There we go. Another exploder. Exploding touchdown, he calls it. Yeah, as you can see, I'm pretty tired there. Oh, going into a diamond cutter again. Back, most muscular. And then attention. Open up those lungs. At this point, Dallas moves into another hood ornament. It's so back to back. It's crazy. I think maybe in 5 minutes he takes a water break, but it's just so back to back intense. Not so intense, like I said, but just intense enough to have you on the ropes. And I think you cracked a joke there. That's why I'm smiling. I've always found Dallas a funny guy. Even if you're a wrestling fan, you would know he came back. Like a long-time wrestling fan, you would know he came back to he debuted in the WWE in the early 2000s after Vince McMahon bought WCW. Dallas debuted in 2001, I think, and he had some gimmick where he was like stalking the Undertaker, and the Undertaker was married or dating a girl named Sarah at the time, and DDP would be stalking her. And overall, it was a pretty bad gimmick and not something great that they stuck on him, but he just totally owned it and played the part pretty well, in my opinion, with the material he was given. And he was just like entertaining overall, and he's like a great wrestler. Well, I don't know if he's great, but he's like really good at what he does, and he's always been entertaining. But his peak was probably when he was WCW champion in the late 90s, right? I think he won the belt off Savage. Anyways, my bad, got sidetracked talking about wrestling. Here we are in kind of a cobra position. Yep, he calls it cobra on the screen. It's kind of a classic yogi thing. Moving into another classic yogi position, the downward dog. And then he calls it safety zone. What do they call this? Shavasana in yoga, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. And we transition into a table position here on all fours. And then a broken table. So you basically got to lift one arm up and one leg up. Bring it straight out. Which is pretty dang challenging. And then you're moving into some broken table crunches, which is again very challenging with my tongue hanging out of my mouth. Yeah. I mean, I only got the front view here. If I had two cameras going, I would have the side view, but like I said, I'm going to try to edit in some side views to make it more engaging, to be more clear of what the movements are, basically. Just gonna get some water. Excuse me. So here we go again into the torturous broken table crunches. We're about 17 minutes in with 13 minutes left. Here we go, doing the crunches, knees to the elbows, switching sides. Keep on going, engaging. Keeping that position up while doing the crunches is a real capital B, if you know what I mean. Here we go. Dallas grabs his towel. He's wiping off his face in the video. Bit of a break, thank God. And now we're moving into something called broken airplane, which I think I had a really tough time grasping. So you got to kind of put your leg to the side and bring your other arm up. But like in a hovering type way, I think you have to bend your... my nose has to be more parallel with the ground. Like I got to bring my head down. So I'm totally screwing up this movement. I'll try to put a picture on screen to make it more clear. Then we're doing broken airplane crunches. So these are kind of like the table crunches, but I'm doing it wrong. Like you're supposed to be doing it with the opposite knee, not the same knee. You know what I mean? It's supposed to be like if you're doing the left arm, you're supposed to be bringing your right knee towards your core, towards the center. Again, Dallas moves into the broken airplane. I really struggled with this movement, but your leg is supposed to be all the way out, like hovering in the air, and then your opposite arm is also supposed to be all the way out. To be frank, I just couldn't freaking do it. It was too hard. And then he goes into the broken airplane crunches. I think I got the gist. I got the movement a bit more here. See how it's the opposite knee and the opposite arm. They kind of come out from like a 45-degree angle into the center. It's a really trippy movement, but at least you're burning some calories. Even if you don't get the movement totally 100%, you could still burn those calzones, you know what I mean? So here we go. We are transitioning to some water drinking, it looks like. The first water break. How about that? So here we go. Down some H2O, which is a relief with the 10-minute buzzer coming in into a downward dog. Downward dog into the three-legged dog. First time in this workout, I believe. So you got to bring one leg all the way up, rather. One leg all the way up, and then he wants to do some crunches. So the leg all the way up, then crunch the opposite arm. So as you can see, my left leg is up. I'm crunching the opposite arm. I think I crunched the same arm at the start, but yep, crunching the opposite arm. Downward dog again. Back to the three-legged dog, but the other leg now crunches again. So wrong arm. I got to bring my leg, there you go, to the other arm. And I do go to the gym like 3 times per week just to do like regular strength training. And most of my cardio consists of like hiking, backpacking, walking around, things of that nature. Sometimes some running, but that's primarily my cardio. I don't really do yoga that often at all. Like I did it a couple of years ago, but this is my first time doing yoga since like before the pandemic, I would say. And this is totally a different type of yoga. Here we go, hands under toes. You want your legs pretty straight and yeah, grabbing under your toes pretty much. My legs aren't straight because I'm not that flexible, but I am grabbing under my toes. And then slowly raise up into the diamond cutter. You know, here, move all the way back, engage. Bring those arms out to the muscular. And then attention. Open up those lungs. Breathing out. Yeah, that you breathe out when you open up your lungs like that. Then touch down here, grabbing the ball, folding forward into a standing split, which looks like I don't want to do the standing split because it's pretty damn hard. You have to basically grab your one leg with both your hands while bending forward, and your other leg has to be up in the air. It's some like freaking batshit crazy insane stuff. Well, I couldn't really do it. So you move into a runner's lunge, into a superstar, then back into the space shuttle with your arms behind your back, into Road Warrior 3. It's definitely going back to back this fast. Dallas really pours it on at the end here. We're at 23 minutes, 7 minutes left. Three-legged dog, which I'm struggling to keep up at this point. I'm just taking a breather. They're at runner's lunge, into a superstar, which I caught up at this point. Back to space shuttle, hands behind the back. And then they explode to the touchdown. Here we go. The people are really feeling it here. Like the instructors with Dallas, you could tell. He's putting them through the ringer. Fold forward, standing split, which, am I going to do it? Yep. I'm trying. Failing, but trying. Standing split. You really got to bring your head forward and that leg up, but there's like one dude in the back who's pretty much in the same position I am, so I don't feel so bad. So don't feel bad if you can't get to that level either. It's totally normal. Superstar, transition, space shuttle, and then we move into Road Warrior 3, which is standing on one leg with your hands in front of your face. Face should be more parallel to the ground though. Then we move into a runner's lunge and back into Superstar, which I just did. Three-legged dog again. Help me God, because I could barely do it. Back into the runner's lunge. At this point I've taken several diamond cutters and I can hardly get up for the 10 count, I would say. I'm pretty much against the ropes. They're doing a space shuttle here. It looks like I'm ready to tap out and tell Mike Chioda to ring the bell. And then the touchdown into, I could do the diamond cutter though, that's always fun. So into a diamond cutter. And you know how it goes. Flex those muscles and expand those lungs. It feels really rewarding doing those parts. So sure, Diamond put some mental methodology behind those movements. Here we go, bending forward again. Stiff-legged back. I missed that one. Exploding push-ups. These are challenging. This is another signature that you see in a lot of Diamond Dallas videos to do with yoga. So you get in the push-up position, and then you're supposed to kind of slowly push up. And then move into the cobra, into a downward dog, three-legged dog. We got 3 minutes left. 3 minutes. Crunches. Looks like same leg. Yeah, same leg to same elbow. So linear crunches. Into a downward dog. Into the three-legged dog, which I'm struggling with. Into more crunches. Same leg, it looks like. Same leg to same elbow. Pretty straightforward. Into a downward dog. Into Shavasana, aka safety zone. We're at the 2-minute warning mark here. I'm beating the ground, pleading for help. Somebody run in, save me. Water break, hooray. It's a killer workout. I mean, you could do this like a couple times per week and you'd be loving it. I mean, hating it, but loving it, so to speak. Cannonball. So, yeah, basically getting in a cannonball position here. Then pinfall into a bridge, Diamond calls it. So, you know, planting your feet, bridging up with your hips here as best as you can, while engaging in the glutes, hands to the mat, holding it, holding it, holding it, painfully holding it, finally going down into cannonball again, back into pinfall, and into something he calls easy twist, which is bringing your knees to your side like that, but then into a deeper twist where you transition your foot over your knee and twist more, so to speak. Get that neck twisted too. And another pinfall into a bridge. Back into cannonball. We got 50 seconds left. Back into another pinfall into a bridge. I like the names he puts. It's very wrestling. Easy twist. To a deeper twist. Bring that foot over the knee once again. Stretch the neck the opposite direction. Really feel it in the torso as well. It's a good stretching position. Feels nice. Hold that, hold the deeper twist, then back into another pinfall into the bridge. 10 seconds on the clock left here. Into cannonball again. And then a dead man and woman, he calls it, which is like, you're just passed out here on the ground. Then we're in cool down here, where you're tucking your chin and pushing your heels away. You can't see my heels in this camera shot. Just breathing. Pretty much the end of the workout, taking it all in. Then he goes back into a pinfall. And transitions to a seated position. He has a minute left on the clock now. Forget how it ends. Hold your knees. Oh, he's holding his knees. Yep, there we go. Now we're going to get a bit of a stretch here, moving forward as best as you can. More if you can. I didn't really do that much. Seated position again, moving forward once again. As forward as you can. He does it a lot more than me. Basically, you're repeating this transition, seating forward, dropping your head as much as you can. I'm totally not flexible at this portion. YRG, warrior position, he calls it. Hold that, take a breath, and make the diamond for DDP with YRG. Bang! There we go. So that was the below the belt workout on DDP Yoga, the DDP Extreme Yoga, and I hope you enjoyed it. It was fun to do the workout and kind of new to do this VO type deal. And yeah, sorry if it's a bit cut and dry again or you know, long, because I think I'm going to leave it uncut. But I'll do my best with the editing to show side positions of the movements and things of that nature. Maybe as I post more workouts with DDP Yoga down the road, they'll be maybe a bit faster motioned or fast tracked or snippet, so to speak. But I just wanted to post like an uncut workout raw for the first one. So maybe if someone wanted to watch the video and follow along and do it at their own pace while watching Dallas's, if that helps, I don't know, with my newbie kind of movements, we could struggle together, so to speak. And yeah, just thought I'd try something new. It's been a while, so thought I'd post some fitness content and kind of some wrestling content too, because it has Diamond Dallas Page in it. So that is it for DDP Yoga Extreme. And yeah, we're gonna post some more workouts in the future. What are the other ones called? Diamond Cutter, Diamond Dozen, Double Back Diamond. There's a bunch here. Energy. So if you're not familiar with DDP Yoga, it's been around a while and it's quite popular and lots of people rave about it. And as you saw, I've had a bit of pain for pleasure there and I quite enjoyed it. So looking forward to the next one. And yeah, that was below the belt. DDP Yoga Extreme. First workout done. Looking forward to do more. And I will catch you on the next one. Peace.